So back here again for the anatomy of the G. Anatomy of the G. And to show you that I have love for everybody, this is Cristiano Ronaldo's famous overhead kick goal that, of course, he scored against your boy Buffon. So you can see right here, your boy Cristiano Ronaldo right there. So, and I think this is coming wrong. Was this Carvajal? I think this was Carvajal. So at this point, of course, you've got Buffon there, and literally, this is hardly a threat. I'm not sure who this is. Is this Vasquez? This is number 17. I don't know whether this is Vasquez or not. So you have Cristiano there, and Cristiano is obviously thinking that if he can maybe get there, he can maybe put a cross to the back post. So that's what he's waiting for. So at this moment, I think, okay, you know what? Maybe I can get that back foot flat sinky, because Cristiano Ronaldo, one of his greatest strengths is his off the ball movements. His off the ball movements is off the chain, and just how he's able to position himself and just anticipate where the ball is going to come. That's what makes him great. But so at this moment in time, he's thinking and hoping that the cross can come over and meet him over here into the back post. Over here now, you can now see that, okay, the ball has now come through. So you can see the ball has now come through, and Cristiano knows that this ain't happening anymore. It's most like, again, this is amazing anticipation. He now knows that this ball is going to come somewhere in this area. But if you look at it, you've got 1, 2, 3 Juve players all surrounding Cristiano. So it seems very unlikely that he's going to score. But again, remember, everything is happening very quickly. So right now, we don't know exactly what Cristiano is going to do or how he's going to be able to react to this goal coming through. But again, with the ball coming in, Cristiano, he's still trying to anticipate what kind of cross is it. And based on the type of cross, that's what dictates the kind of movement I'll need to now do. The ball is now moving here. So I think you can already see from Cristiano, he's now thinking that, you know what? Naturally, he knows that if the ball is high enough, I know due to my jumping power, if I can just anticipate what the ball is going to be, my jumping power can exceed both of these two guys. Because my hang time is off the Chininsky. Shout out to your boy MJ. He's got that MJ hang time. So he's thinking, okay, you know what? The ball is coming up in the air. Perhaps it's going to be a header. And as the ball is coming through here, Cristiano is still trying to judge, is this a header? Is this a volley? What is this? It's neither. Cristiano now knows that the ball is coming behind him. So because the ball is coming behind him, a volley is going to be difficult because you have to do too much readjustment in a small surface area. And based on just, it's been behind him, it's going to be hard to now readjust itself and now go for the header. So Cristiano knows that I have to make some sort of a connection with the ball. So again here, we've got your boy Cristiano. And again, we've got all these defenders through there. So Cristiano knows that, look, this is going to be difficult. Because to execute this, he knows that he has to catch this ball cleanly. Because remember, an overhead kick is probably one of the most difficult skills to master and one of the more difficult skills to execute because it's your back to goal. You have to literally be very athletic, very acrobatic. And you have to hit it cleanly in an awkward position. It's much easier to volley a ball when you're facing the goal. When literally your back is to goal, you can't see the goal. You have to just have literally your eyes at the back of your head. Plus, you also have to have precise, amazing tesh to get that ball in. So, he's anticipating it. Ball is coming through. Cristiano's like, look, this is it. It's an overhead Spesinski. And based on overhead Spesinski, I've got to try to now see what's up. And boom. Wait, hold on. So boom. Look at how he strikes that. And that's the strike right there. He catches that beautifully. Look at where his hang time is. Look at how high he's up. But it is just how he catches, because it is the right timing, the right tesh, the right amount of power, and the right position. And guys, they said no slouch here. He may be a bit older, but this was still a very good Gigi Buffon goal. This was still a very, very good, very, very talented Gigi Buffon that was in goal here. So For Cristiano to beat him with an overhead kick, he had to be special. But you can see there that look at how he strikes that ball. And for these defenders, they know that we can't stop it. It wasn't that great a cross, but the cross, it was high enough and the direction was good enough just for him to be able to hit it cleanly and sweetly. I always say that when you know that you've scored a really amazing goal is when the keeper doesn't move. And when you know that your goal is truly special is when one of the GOATs in the game doesn't move. Look at that. Right there in the bottom corner. And as you can see from Cristiano, he's like, because Cristiano knows that, bro, because he knew that I caught it cleanly. But did it get on target? Was it on goal? And the fact that Buffon did not move, look how Buffon is standing. Buffon is just like this because he's like, you're kidding me. The fact that he did not move shows you that it is probably one of the most perfectly executed overhead kicks that there's ever been. Now, of course, Rivaldo's was a lot more elaborate. Bale's was a lot more dud and doy, and also based on the platform he scored it on. But in terms of the timing, the technique used, the execution, and just the perfection of it, this might be perhaps the most perfectly executed overhead kick that I've ever seen. And seeing it live was crazy. And look at that, right there in the, because normally we go top corner. The fact that this went right in the bottom right-hand corner is absolute insanity. It is absolute insanity that this managed to get in the bottom right-hand corner. And as you can see from all these guys, they're like, because you can see from all these Juve players, they're like, I mean, if you look at it, he's like, are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Did that guy actually just pull off that amazing touch? And that's why you just have to just say, like, look, it's a truly how high this guy is. Because that's why, because remember with Bale's, it was he sort of like Bale's was doy, but he just sort of caught it, and I'll do Bale's afterwards. And for Rivaldo, that's just different because he actually had to create it. But just in terms of just like how he caught it, his height from the ground, his perfect body frame, and just how because remember, he caught it with the front of his foot. And not how perfectly the ball was right on the front of his foot with the right power. But what was so key is it's one thing to catch it. And remember what I said. Overhead kick, it's your back to goal. You don't know where the goal is. So the fact that he caught it beautifully, but because remember, if you catch it there, it could go straight, it could go over, it could go wide there. But the fact that he managed to put it in that sweet spot. So from this position here, to put it right into that sweet spot, bottom right-hand corner, with one of the GOATs in goal, that's insane. Which is why you just have to give Cristiano his flowers for that amazing G. See you next week for another Anatomy of the Goal. It's real.